can get away with not killing this guy. Because I'm only here for mutants. That might come back and bite me in the ass, but... Yeah, as I was saying, like, it's obvious that there's going to be cheaters in game, but the main... That's where I wanted to start, right? So, the easiest way for me to put this is, I'm not going to quit the game. Like, I'm not going to quit Stalcraft. But I am going to step back. I'm not going to... I'll probably focus maybe 1 to 3 videos a week on Stalcraft. And probably do half and half streams, depending on how bad it gets. But, you know, streaming this game 8 hours a day, making videos, in the current state that the game is in, it's not healthy and it's not fun, is all I can say. If you weren't here on Saturday, I think that's a big like, I think if you were here on Saturday, then you understand where I'm coming from. If you weren't here on Saturday, I guess I'll do like a quick overview. Basically, the game has cheaters, right? This is a known thing. EU servers are, you know, filled with cheaters, or we can call them, I guess, Russian professionals who have 8,000 hours in the game. Now, whether you want to call them Russian veterans or cheaters, in my mind, it's the same. This isn't the Russian servers, and they have a massive advantage, which allows them to dominate the entire game. Now, I called out a single user. Well, actually, I've called out a few users who are on the list of cheaters, but I called out one guy for cheating because he kept running to my location. Even if I was AFK, he just appeared and killed me. Now, whether that was stream sniping or cheating, regardless, it happened. Now, you know, these users have 138 mil. I mean, Monka is like 250 mil. Whether these guys are like, whether these people are cheating or not, 290 mil, it's very clear that they're very ahead of the of everyone else in the server. Now, if you're just starting out the game, it's not really relevant. But the second you get to the point where I'm at, the game is practically unplayable. You can't do anything. You get your farm, all of a sudden you're dead. People just run straight to your location. They have better builds, they have more artifacts, they have more money. They're not farming anything. They are out to grief you as such. Now, again, this, whether they're cheating or not, is beyond the question at this point, because there's loads of them. Now, me calling out one of them for cheating. Now, Take My Coffee, who was a cheater, got banned. Or, sorry, Bad Coffee got banned, and then he made an alt. He also got banned. A lot of the users that have been reported have been banned, right? Now, this group of individuals, who a lot of them are reported for cheating, have a clan. Now, calling out armies for being a cheat, even though he didn't help himself and literally kept appearing on stream, kept griefing me, kept, you know, whispering me, swearing at me, calling me names, all of this, yada yada, basically harassing me in-game, that's not enough for a ban. Okay, fair enough. Stream sniping isn't bannable. But calling him out for cheating, with all the evidence that we have seen, resulted in many users calling me the N-word, spamming me in-game, telling me to kill myself, telling me to kill my mother, defending the fact that, oh no, they're not cheating, they're just, you know, Russian professionals, all of this, you know, blah, blah, blah. And the punishment given out for that was, one of them was muted in-game chat. That's it. That's the punishment. So, to me, it's very clear, right? You have people trying to play the game legit. You have people just trying to enjoy themselves. And then you flat out have a large group of players who are dominating the game, who are being reported because it's very obvious a lot of these users are cheating. I'm sorry, like, I understand that you can spam the enemy spotted, but at the rate they would have to spam it means they've, you know, at minimum, they are using a macro to ping everyone. If we want to go that route. But it's the way that... Maybe I can find the clips later and, you know, put it together. But I was quite literally AFK up against a wall in the building, and Armies just runs around and beams me in the back. Or I'm stood like this in a corner, and then Armies runs around the corner and kills me. Now, again, stream sniping or not, the more evidence I want to provide to this isn't exclusive to streaming, by the way. When I am not streaming, the same stuff happens by these players. Now, I have sent over 10, 20 clips that these people are blatantly at least wall hacking. And I think a lot of people have also reported it. Yet nothing happens. And at this point, EU server is not EU. It is just RU2. It is just Russian servers 2. Like, it's very clearly a problem. The anti-cheat is abysmal. And I'm someone that ridiculed Lilia's situation very badly, right? Cheating is wrong. Cheating is never going to be acceptable. But there's one thing she said that was genuinely right, and it is EXBO doesn't fucking care. That is a fact. They just don't care. They don't enforce their own terms of service. And for the record, if you cheat, you're given a 7-day ban. Just a slap on the wrist. Just, you know, don't cheat again, you know? Don't do no fog. 7-day ban, right? What happens after that 7-day ban? They come back and they do the same fucking thing. Even if you do ban some of the users, they just make alternate accounts. Which, again, there's no real way to actually counter a lot of this. But for me, it's when we have more users leaving the game than staying. Like, just look at Discord, for example. The amount of people who have told me over the last week that they're not playing because Armies wiped 10 people and then walked away. Or EXBO killed 8 people and just walked away. And then they get spawn trapped and they can't play the game. So they just don't want to play anymore because it's not fun. Because whether they are cheating or not, there are players that have a very, very big advantage over newer players that are coming in. Now, as an EU server, you can't, you know, I guess Russians can just use a VPN, but there's no way to combat that. They keep saying, oh yeah, well, we can't keep track of that. We can't combat that. Okay, so if there's no actual system you have, again, why are we not listening to the player base? Because the only people that defend armies are the people that are in his clan. And some of the people in his clan have been banned for, guess what? Cheating. Now, when you call them out for cheating, you're met with, oh, our clan's #1, yeah! Clan #1. And they will just spam, cry, and our clan is #1. That's it. Or they'll go to racial slurs and tell you to kill yourself, etc., etc., etc. So when you have a large group of people doing this, and then you pretty much have the whole server saying, that's fucked up, and you don't ban them, what do you expect to happen? Now, like I said, I don't want to quit Stalcraft, but it's practically unplayable. From cheating to dash stream sniping to all of these issues, it's boring. It's not fun. You know? I went into La Manche yesterday and Armies kills 5 people and walks off. Now, these people can die. Just for clarification, if someone is cheating, it doesn't mean they're invincible, okay? Like, cheaters do get killed. It happens. You know, I killed EXBO multiple times, even though everyone calls him a cheater. You know, I killed Armies, even though he's suspected of cheating. Now, these are all allegations. Maybe these users aren't cheating, but it's the fact that there's a lot of them, right? There's a huge list of people on there, and then you look at the way they get killed, and it's like, how? And you want, like, a lot of people want me to say, you know, be happy, you know, be happy, enjoy the game, you know, do all this, but it's practically impossible. I have quests, for example, that lead me all the way over here. I managed to do one, and then I died, and I was like, you know what? I can do it again. And then I can't get anywhere near it because we're just getting spawn trapped in the duty base. So then it's like, you know what? I'll take a break. You know, we try to leave through any exit. There's just literally a circle of people killing us. Like, cheating is not the only problem. The map is incredibly unbalanced. If you choose the wrong, like, sub-faction, you're not going to have a lot of fun. Like, being a duty member is very painful. If you look up north right now, we pretty much have the ear. Going anywhere else is just a big risk. Which is fair enough, right? Clan wars should be a thing. But even getting up to here is just painful. Because there's players that have everything in game on update. Because they're so far ahead of everyone. And there's like 5 instances. Like, the main issue I have is with all of on top of all the cheating stuff, there's only about 5 instances, and I only end up in 2 of them. I can't get out of these instances, so I'm always forced to fight the same 20 people. And it's not fun. It's not fun for any game to have to do this. Like, all I do is I fight the same people over and over again, and 80% of the time that's fine. But if I get killed by a cheater once, and then I'm forced to play with that guy non-stop, how am I meant to have fun? Now again, it's speculation whether they're cheating or not. Maybe they are just absolute Giga Chad god gamers who can shoot through multiple bushes and track you down to the fucking teat, exactly where you are, even if you're in a bush AFK staring at the fucking ground, and beam you in the back. And pre-shoot corners. Maybe they are absolute Giga Chads that can just do that. Fair enough. But nothing changes within this game. You report something, nothing happens. Every time I try to report something, I'm told to go to technical support, right? And I think who was it? Was it Hello? I don't know. Someone, it might have been Shibby. Shibby sent me the screenshots of his support tickets. Now, he made support tickets with evidence that this user is cheating, and it said the issue is resolved, yet that user was still wiping out lobbies. And I can get over like I said, I can get over the clan war stuff. It's in the game. It is a hardcore game. Obviously, I think I've said this before. I think the game should be more like Albion. You should have safe zones and PvP zones, and you should balance it that way. That generally works. When you only go through the hardcore route, where it's always PvP, this game is not easy. It will always be hard to have a player base, which is fair enough. I understand that a lot of people just leave because the game is very difficult, and that's fair enough. For me, it's not the fact that the game is difficult. It's for the fact that there is a bunch of equivalent... It's basically bad actors. You have about, 10 to 30 people ruining the game, and they get reported for weeks, and after 2 months, only 2 of them get banned. If at the rate it's going, if it keeps going this way, EU servers will be dead within 2 weeks from the time that I've said this. Like, I get it, like, streaming obviously gives my location away, and stream sniping is very plausible, but that issue is much easier because there's not enough instances. I am only in 1 instance. So, it is impossible for me to stream the game, because I can cover my map, I can put streamer mode on, I can make all these precautions, it doesn't do anything, because at the end of the day, the players that are griefing me know exactly who I am, they know exactly where I am, and they don't have to worry about, oh, maybe they're in my game, maybe they're not, because I am 100% going to be in their game, because I am in only 1 instance. So, the normal user runs around and they get to farm and they get their resources, whereas I'll just get griefed in the middle of buttfuck nowhere for absolutely no reason, because of unfair advantages. Now, obviously, that's an argument where we can say, well, maybe don't stream. Okay? Then I just don't stream the game, which would be the agreement, right? Like, it makes no sense. Like, stream sniping is generally punishable in most games. But in this, obviously, I get it. It can't be punished. Fair enough. But can you at least punish the actual cheaters? Like, that's what I don't get. Accused of cheating, I start with the defense of, oh, maybe they're not cheating, maybe they're just good. I never outright called anyone a cheater instantly. Not once. It was always the conversation of, maybe they're not cheating. You know, maybe I had lasers on my gun at the time. Whatever the reason is, it wouldn't instantly be, oh, they're cheating. But then after a while, it's like, okay, now it's a little bit more obvious that they are just cheating, because it starts to make no sense. And like I said, the main reason I want to switch content is, regardless of views, at the end of the day, I'm not too bothered about views. If I'm not having fun, I'm not going to do it. It's as simple as that. When the fun stops, I don't see the point of making content for it, because then it just becomes complaining. Now, I complain a lot, sure. I normally complain about things I like. If I like something, I'm going to complain about the things that are ruining it. And obviously, if people don't like that, I've said this before, go watch someone else. Like, just go watch something else. But the thing with Stalcraft is, there's not many people to watch. Like, I think I've seen some Cuddly J videos. Personally, that's not for me. You know, I love Maximum Aggro, for the record. I think Maximum Aggro is awesome. Just shout out there. I think Maximum Aggro is honestly one of the best, like, creators for the game. But other than that, there's not many options of what to watch, and I feel like there's good reason. Like, there have been good content creators that have openly told me they're not making content for the game because of the cheating problem. How about we start with that? Like, at least address the actual problem head on, rather than, you know, kind of just beating around the bush all the time. Because again, you can say I'm bad at the game, you can say I'm shit, you can say that I'm weak. You know, you can say all these things like, oh, I'm not good at the game, that's why I'm complaining. I hear it all the fucking time. Like, okay, I don't care. I'm not saying I'm the best player in the world. But if that is the case, then why the fuck am I in these lobbies? Like, why am I in the lobbies with the people that have 14 KDs? You know? Why am I in the lobby with people that are 17,000 kills to 2k? If I'm bad at the game, why are you matching me with them? And also, that Gauss rifle almost knocked me down, for the record. I need one. Like, just to throw it out there, this is not unknown. Me ranting about my ranting. Yeah, I mean, this is the thing, though, chat. Like, I said this the other day. I don't want to rant. I don't want to be angry at the game, you know? I don't want to be upset and have to sit here and complain all the time. Yet I feel like I fucking have to, because for some reason, no one on the team is fucking listening. That's what I don't understand. And that's why it's so aggravating. If you want, if you actually want the game to succeed, you have to start dealing with the actual problems that people have. And these problems have been announced for over a month now, and now I'm just tired of it. For example, how many people come in here and report cheaters to me? Nearly every single day. I have no power to ban anyone. I have no power to do anything about anything. Yet people come to me saying, look at this. Look at this. And it feels shit for me, and I don't even work for EXBO. What am I meant to do about it? Do you get what I mean? I like hearing people, like, what people have to say, but there's such a lack of communication between the devs and this community, like EU and NA, that I'm getting all the questions. I'm getting all the, you know, what to do about cheaters shit. And what, like, you know, what, I'm not the face of the company. What am I meant to do? It's stupid. When Russians aren't supposed to be on EU in the first place, why aren't they being... I mean, this is the thing. This is the thing. It's obvious which players are Russian, and it is in the terms of service that you're not meant to use a VPN to play the game, etc. So, do we class it as cheating? So, is this every Russian player a cheater as well? Because for the record, I've met Russian players in-game who have literally said they are Russian, and they're actually fairly nice. Now, the group that is accused of cheating says they are Ukrainian, and people have a theory that it's actually Russians pretending to be Ukrainian players, and they're the ones ruining the game. Like, this rabbit hole goes very, very deep. The problem is it feels like this is the only community left in... I mean, but that you know... And like I said before, I appreciate everyone that tunes into my stream. I appreciate everyone that watches my videos. I know my videos aren't that great. I work. It's very hard for me to balance working, streaming, and and making videos. It's very hard. Yet most people seem to enjoy them, which makes me happy. Which is why I'm generally upset that I'm not finding the game fun anymore. I do recommend you use it. But yeah, that's my plan, guys. My plan is to work on Stalcraft videos, maybe do some Battlefield videos, and see how that turns. Stream, I'll try to keep it half and half to the best of my ability. We'll do a bit of Stalcraft and a bit of thing. I think another issue I want to touch on, just real quick, is Serum. So, another reason I feel like I'm not enjoying the game is because I feel like I'm forced to play now as well, right? Because I need Serum, and that's pretty much all I need to progress, I can do my daily and my weeklies. So now I'm starting to feel like I'm playing Lost Ark, where I have to sign in every single day to progress. Like, I'm forced to progress now. Whereas before it was, oh, if I want to progress, I play however much I want. I'm not time gated, etc., etc. Whereas now I feel like because I'm time gated on a resource, I have to sign in and play. If I don't sign in today, I'm a day behind on making the other weapon. And if I'm a day behind on making the weapon, that means other people are going to get that weapon, and then I'm at a disadvantage. And I feel like that also kind of plays in the issue a little bit of why I might not be enjoying the game. Now, obviously, this might not be the same for everyone, but personally, I just don't like time-gated content. I think if someone puts the time in, they should... if they put the time in, they should get all the rewards. That's fair enough. I don't think you should be time-gated on, how fast you can farm. Because it does create the effect of, well, if I don't sign in today, I'm behind.